Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat-head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
So, und damit sage ich mal Hallo und wieder willkommen bei Let's Play Sherlock Holmes hier auf GAMERSCHECK. Und wir sind im neuen Fall, im letzten, soweit ich das noch in Erinnerung habe, müsste der letzte sein, Nummer 6. Und, jo, was haben wir denn hier? Ein Brief. Schon wieder? Ach, beim letzten Fall, den wir da gelöst haben, alles klar. So. Ja, wie ihr mitgekriegt habt, irgendeiner von Wiggins Colleges wurde verhaftet. Und... Oh hier, Toby.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
Okay. So, und hier ist bestimmt wieder die fette Alte, wa? Ey, die steht auch hier 24 Stunden am Tag da, wa? Die Alte. Ich glaub's nicht. Jo. Haben wir hier noch irgendwas? Nö.
A map of London and...
Ja, ja. Wie sieht denn das aus, klamottenmäßig? Haben wir jetzt mal irgendwas? Nur den ollen Hut. Nicht. Ist da irgendwas faul, Alter? Ich mein, so Bart wäre schon mal was, ne? Hier so. Hey. Aber ich kann's ja nicht machen. Doof. Oder mal hier so eine Brille hier so. So, und dann hier so ein Hut. Hier so ganz altertümlich so. Und dann hätte er dann hier so ein Bart gekriegt, hier so wahrscheinlich. Ah, keine Ahnung. Aber es geht ja wie gesagt nicht. So, Kleiderschrank. Wir nehmen mal finde den hellen Anzug ja immer noch am besten. So, das kann ich auch alles nicht nehmen hier. Ich nehme wieder den hellen. Finde ich irgendwie am coolsten. Weiß auch nicht. Gefällt mir irgendwie am besten. So, ich glaube wir gehen erstmal zum Tatort. Gucken mal, was da überhaupt passiert ist. Uns mal überraschen lassen. Letzter Fall, wie gesagt. Danach ist das Let's Play auch beendet. Und
Holmes,
Watson.
poor little Wiggins needs our help.
Oh, Mist. Gehen wir mal hier lang. Das gefällt mir alles nicht hier, es ist mir zu dunkel. Ist hier irgendwas in der Ecke? Nö. Oh, wir sind da.
Please.
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Kann ich den? Nee, kann ich nicht.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Zeugenaussage.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
Aha, siehste?
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Na gut, wenn wir erstmal die Leiche, eine zumindest, durchsuchen. Kopf. Boah, genau in die Rübe, wa?
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Genau durchs Hirn durch.
piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new.
Hört lieber was. Ah. Ein Schlüssel.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Das ist die und dann haben wir hier noch eine Leiche. Den hat's wahrscheinlich auch voll erwischt. Nicht?
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Ah, voll in die Brust.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
Das tut weh. Sonst noch was? Ist irgendwie noch die Hand? Ach ja.
The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
Das tut weh. Was ist denn da? Tätowierung.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Oh. Gut, das hätten wir. Gehen wir hier hin.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Barrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Erstmal untersuchen wir den. Ein Orden. Balaga. Chiemkrieg. Kriegsveteran. Fehlt ein Knopf. Armes Leben. Wortstütze. Schwaches Bein. Hinkt. Okay.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Da waren es 2 verschiedene Knarren. Wahrscheinlich. Oder von 2 verschiedenen Personen. Aus verschiedener
Mr. Turner,
Distanz.
what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped
Okay.
us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Haben wir schon die erste Beileitung. Dunkles Fenster, unterschiedliche... So. Widersprüchliche Aussage. Mr. Turner hat ausgesagt, dass er an seinem Fenster gestanden hat, bis die Polizei eintraf. Das widerspricht jedoch Constable Mauers Aussage, der niemanden am Fenster gesehen hat. Aha. mein Freund. Lesen wir mal den Constable nochmal, ne? Hier, mein Freund.
It would be my pleasure.
Doch nicht. Wo geht's?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Jo. Oh Mann. Was hat die denn mitgekriegt?
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony. But very well.
So. Ach, die kann ich nicht. Dingens.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes, yes. I was selling my flowers as usual. And then the fireworks began. In honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Gut, das war's schon. Was haben wir hier? Okay, hier geht's nicht weiter. Vielleicht geht's ja hier weiter. Nee. Dann war's das wohl. Kann ich vielleicht hier irgendwie klopfen oder so?
Locked.
Oder? Nee.
Locked.
Mist. Alles abgeschlossen. Also. Sprich, der Vogel da, der hat das gesehen. Von dem Fenster da oben. Ja? Und hat, das heißt gesehen, er hat es zumindest gehört. Er hat 2 unterschiedliche Schüsse gehört. Und ja.
It would be my...
Denke ich mal, dass das entweder 2 verschiedene Typen waren. Oder einfach aus verschiedener Distanz. Sonst ist hier nichts mehr, ne? Ist nur das Pferd.
Locked.
Locked. Hier komme ich ja nicht weiter. Nö. Und hier geht's halt auch nur auf die Kutsche. Yep. Gehen wir zu Scotland Yard, glaube ich. Ich soll das erfragen. Okay. Wenn Sie Mr. Turner. Ja, also muss ich sowieso zu Scotland Yard jetzt erstmal hin. So oder so. Also machen wir das auch. Das ist ja einfach nur ein normaler Mord, so wie das aussieht. Aber so normal scheint er gar nicht zu werden. Na, ich bin mal gespannt. Scheint eine Sequenz zu kommen.
Mr. Holmes?
Jo.
Whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.